one thing is certain from what I have seen is that this program will come to an end sooner rather than later.
One leading regional economist is foreseeing a quick end of the country's citizenship by investment program. The CBI was launched in Grenada in August of 2013 as a means to strengthen the country by creating economic growth through foreign investments. However, with the United States of America earlier this month introducing the U.S. bipartisan bill that aims to end visa-free travel to the U.S., EU, and the U.K. for countries with citizenship by investment programs, its existence in the Caribbean is now threatened. OAS and former IMF economist Dr. Thompson Fontaine, who is presently the Deputy Chief Strategist with the South Sudan government, was a guest on GBN's Beyond the Headlines program Monday night. He believes that it's just a matter of time before this initiative falls.
If you read the legislation that they've proposed, it is very clear. They've mentioned Dominica, Grenada, St. Lucia, Antigua, St. Kitts and Nevis by name, as indicating that these countries pose a threat to the European Union. And they have given the ultimatum that they either shut down their CBI programs or they risk losing visa-free access.
He said the U.S. has taken a further step.
They're saying that they will not allow taxpayers' money to be used for any type of due diligence process. So even if the countries in the region wanted to continue their programs, say with U.S. clients, they're going to face a real serious issue of getting the due diligence done.
Dr. Fontaine said his understanding is that Caribbean governments are hoping to reason their way out of this creeping threat, but is suggesting that countries in the region start thinking about alternatives to the CBI. Former ambassador and representative to the United Nations and the OAS for Antigua and Barbuda, Lionel Hurst, is pushing back against the narrative that citizenships are being sold to crooks and questionable characters. He's hoping an engagement with the U.S. can iron out this issue.
Our expectation is that having made the kind of approach to the U.S. as we have been making, that they will back off from this and not cause our countries to be further pushed into underdevelopment as a consequence of a fear of a security that does not exist.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance and Interim Chair of Grenada CBI, Mike Sylvester, also addressed the implications for Grenada. Referencing Grenada's suspension of the program for people from Russia and Belarus due to the ongoing war in Ukraine, he said the country's revenue is already impacted.
We have to think because you can't, even if you want to think through this long term, in terms of where this might go, you have to, of course, plan and see how you can divert and divest into other nodes of growth at the same time. But then again, you still face the challenge of whether and to what extent those nodes of growth will meet some of the same challenges that we have. But right now, I think the problem that is facing us directly in our face is that we need to address what is happening in terms of the CIP programs or the CBI programs, as you want to call them.
In the 2022 budget presentation, Finance Minister Gregory Bowen reported that government collected $30.6 million as of October 31st, 2021, in total receipts under the CBI program. Government's recurrent revenue estimates for CBI fees for 2022 to 2024 are $25,712,200, $27,285,252, and $28,666,201 respectively. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.